Jai Maa Swamiji. We can't hear you, Swamiji. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. It's muted, that's why.
Well, that's why. Sri's mom has been trying that for 50 years to mute me. And now you have a mutiny. Now you can hear me?
Yes, Swamiji, I can hear you.
Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
Can you see Mama?
Yes.
You're good at this.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste, Guru Swamiji.
Pranam, Mami. Oh, we have so many friends.
Joe from Thailand.
Oh, Joe. Namaste, Joe.
Namaste, Guru Swamiji and Srima. Yes.
Ah,
Namaste,
And now-
Swamiji. Namaste, Srima.
Namaste, Horish. Oh, thank you.
Swamiji.
Oh,
Pranam.
This Devi Gita is just outstanding. It's a collection of all the philosophy and all the disciplines that go into making a path to the Divine Mother. And see, we've been successful in getting her right here to be with us on the camera. So we must be doing something right. She does appreciate. Oh, here's your locket, Mother. I have a locket. Okay, at your feet.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Mama.
Yes.
Oh, ito.
So many.
Are you watching the birds?
So many.
Eagles.
But
Ah,
eagle.
yeah, Gurud. Gurud
Gurud,
DJ Esicilo. Gurud DJ Esiche, class on our junior. Do you know that Gurud went to Kakbushundi to hear the Ramayana?
Yeah.
Well, why wouldn't he come to Sri Ma's ashram to listen to the Devi Gita? He gets around. He has no limits. Well, do you know, we're on page 136 and we're going to start with verse number 26. But I just wanted to remind you that this is talking about pure consciousness being one with Maya, and Maya being the expression of all the infinite consciousness. And then she breaks it up into individual forms, and it's still divine. It's just like the space inside the pot and the space outside the pot. There is no difference. The only difference is the definition. The pot. And the pot is the containers of the space are different, but the space inside is the same. And in the same way, the Paramatma is one and infinite and omnipresent, all-knowing. And the Jivatma is limited. It's enclosed by space. And that's the only difference which defines, separates or distinguishes humanity from divinity. And once you can break that container, then that's called liberation. That's called self-realization. And that's what the story of the Devi Gita is about. Remember, Himalaya said, how do I be the best dad I could possibly be to empower my children to be the most divine they can possibly be so that they can accomplish all of their objectives for coming into manifestation? That I consider the best thing I could do as a parent. I want to give them the resources. I want to give them the knowledge. I want to give them the experience. I want to give them the example. I want to empower them so that they can fulfill every objective for which they've come into manifested existence. And at the end of their manifested existence, they will be free, having accomplished Dharma, the ideal of perfection, Artha, the resources necessary to maintain the perfect balance and remain in that ideal of perfection, Kama, to have only one desire, and that is the desire to be with the Divine Mother all the time. And when you have those three, the fourth is automatic, moksha. Otherwise, liberation, otherwise known as self-realization. So here the goddess is expressing to all the gods and all the rishis and all the munis, all of us, how do you maintain the presence of divinity even when you're in the world? And she says, remember, this world is comprised of 5 elements, and we put them together in the Panchakritya. The great elements of existence come into being, and that makes the Sthula Deha, the gross body, which is empirically perceived through your Gyan Indriyas, the organs of knowledge. You have the eyes, which see, the ears, which hear. What the hearing or the object of perception internally is called the tanmatra. So now you have the Gyanendriya giving birth to the Tanmatra. And the Gyanendriya is uniting with the Sthula Sarir outside and with the Tanmatra inside. It brings the outside in. You have the eyes, the ears, the skin, the tongue, the nose, and those are the 5 senses which bring in Rase, Rupe, Chagande, Cha, Sabde, Sparshe, Cha, Yogini. Those are the 5 Tanmatras: Ras, taste, Rup, form or sight. What do you say? Rase, Rupe, Chagande, Cha. Gondo is a sense of smell, olfactory. Your scent. Sabda, you hear, your hearing, and sparsh, what you feel. So now we have 5 organs of knowledge bringing 5 mahabuts, Shiti Aptage more Boom, the 5 elements of creation in the gross body. They're bringing them inside into the subtle body where they become tanmatras. And various combinations of these elements. Excuse me one moment. We have a technical difficulty. And there, she's on number 26. There she is, right at the top of the page. What? Thank you. Well, let's just read number 25 one more time. By the process known as Panchakritya. The Panchakrita is putting the 5 elements together, so you can't have one element by itself. You need all 5 elements put together. The great elements of existence come into existence. From the various combinations of these elements comes the gross body, and this is the Sthula Sarir, which we have prataksh. And this is the repository of all experience, of old age, affliction, and all action. Jara, Vyadi, Sangyukta, Bog. This is the all experience, Bogaloi. It's the repository, the place where all enjoyment of the fruits of your karma will take place, and you will enjoy the fruits of your karma whether you like it or not. You're going to experience them. Sarva karmanam Verse number 26, Mitya Bhuto Yamabati. Svutang Maya Mayat Pataha. So young Stula Upadisiad Atmano Me Nageshwara. These elements have no true being. Mitya. They're not true. They're false because they're always changing. Because they're always changing. It's true. The elements are always changing. Omeng, ring, kling, chamundaya, biche. They're always changing. And so they're not true because what's true doesn't change. The truth is always true. Yeah, like bursting flashes of light. Sputam maya. Yama Bhati, this flashing of light, Bhati is illuminating the light. Futa is bursting. They are bursting flashes of light, manifestations of Maya. Maya, Moy, Maya Moy, the manifestations of Maya. Yet what so young, Stulagupadishyata, Atmano me Nageshwaram. O Lord of mountains, Nageshwar. He is the Ishwar of the Nag. O Lord of mountains, all of these gross attributes. So ayam Stula Upadishyat. All of these gross attributes, the Upadis, these stool, they're gross. All of these gross attributes are conceptions of my mind. Swad, Atmano me. They come, swadat, they come from my own mono, mind, my, me, Nageshwara, O King of Mountains. Jnana Karmendriya Yutam. Prana Pancha Kasanyutam Manobudir Yutang Shoitat Shukshmatat Kavako Bidu. When the organs of knowledge, Ganendriya, Sanyutam, and the organs of action, Karmendriya, the Gan Karmendriya Yukta, they are united. They are united with the five vital breaths, Prana Pancha. With the five prana, apana, dhyana, udana, samana, the five pranas, panchapran, when they are united with karmendriya and gyanendriya are united with the panchapran, sanyuktam, they are united with the five, the mind and the intellect, no buddhir yutang, they alone form the shukshma, choitat, sukshmat, tata kavayobidu, known by, it's the subtle body known by inspired poets. Now, we also call the rishis kavi because they wrote all of their perceptions, all the darshan, all the philosophy in poetry. So they were called poets. Inspired poets were the other name for rishis because we know what they saw through their poetry. We know what they felt through their poetry. We have to become poets too to express the sincerity of the love of our lives. Yeah, I was talking to a man the other day who jumps off of mountains and he flies through the air on a glider. And he explained to me, looking down in the silence and uniting with the entire creation as he flies over, looking at Prakriti. He's one with nature. And I thought that's very similar to. That's very similar. That sounds like something Bharat would say, who is illuminated with the light of wisdom. And it sounded something similar to the experience of moving into samadhi through dhyana. And in dhyana, And then we reach to above samadhi, where there are three. There's a subject, an object, and a relationship. And then we move into saguna samadhi, where there's just a subject and an object, and the relationship is so intense. The vyakulata is so sincere that there's no word to describe the relationship between the subject and the object. And then we move into samadhi, bhav samadhi, savikalpa samadhi, nirvikalpa samadhi. There's only one. It's all you. And the rest is a postulation, a hypothesis. We just speak of it as though it were true, and act as though it were true. So here was this flying sadhu looking down at the entire creation, becoming one with all that is. Jnana karmendriya yuktam prana panchaka sanyutam mano buddhir yutam chaitat sukshmantat kavago bidu. He became a poet in order to express the realization of it. He will. Apanchikrita bhutotam sukshma deho yamatmanaha Tweetio yamupadishyat sukadera babodaka, from the great elements of existence which did not come into manifested being through the Panchakritya process, apanchakrita bhutotam, those apanchakrita, they didn't unite with the other five elements like the others did. Shukshma deho yamatmanaka, through the Panchakrita process, the subtle body of this great soul manifests. Sukshma deha yama atmanaha, the atma, the subtle body of the soul. This great soul, Mahatmana, it comes into manifestation in the subtle body. Dvitiyo yamupadishyat. This is the second attribute. Dvitiya upadi, the second attribute. What else will you say? The second attribute wherein exists the knowledge of pleasure and pain. Sukha dera. When you can know, you can both, you can understand, you can feel, you can experience the knowledge of sukh and dukh. You know, where is the sukha adera? This dvitiya, the second upadi, the second attribute. Verse number 29 on 137. Anyadi nirbachyamidam dhyanang tu tritiya yakah deho yamatmano bhati karanatma nageshwara. This ignorance anadya nirbachyamidam agyanam. This ignorance is a tritiya, without beginning, anadi, ananta. It's without any beginning. It's indescribable. Nirvachya, indescribable. You can't talk about it. It's the third attribute, tritiyaka. The illumination of this body, deho yamatmano bhati, the bhati of this soul, of this attribute, and the soul is performed by the causal soul, the karanatma. Karanatma nageshwara, O Lord of mountains, otherwise called the causal body. So here we've got this ignorance, which is anadi and avachya and nirvachya. You can't describe it. It has no beginning there. It has no end. And it is the illumination, its illumination gives a rise to the causal body, the Karanatma, which is the causal soul, the soul of the universe, otherwise known as the causal body, O Lord of mountains, Nageshwara. Number 30, Upami Bilaye Jate. When all these attributes cease from production or attachment, jate kevalatma bisisyate. Only the soul remains. Kevalatma bisisyate. Dehodyamatma no bhati. The illumination, the bhati of this atma, of this body, deho yamatmano, this atma and the soul, karanatma, dehatraye panchakosha. Antasta Santi Sarvada. These three bodies, the gross body, the subtle body, and the causal body, they give birth to the five sheaths or consistencies of being. There's the Annamaya Kos, which is Stul Sarir, you can touch it. You know it empirically. There's the Pranamaya Kos, which you can feel, but you can't see. There's the Monomaya Kosh, which you can't feel, but you certainly see it. There's the Beganamaya Kosh, which is the light of wisdom, Teja Tattva, the principle of light, of wisdom. And it's located in the Agya Chakra, from where you receive all the orders that you're supposed to, what are you supposed to do next? Yeah, no, she does. She gives me the order. And then there's the shit. Ananda. So we have the Annamaya Kosh, which you can touch, the Pranamaya Kosh, which you can, the world of breath, Manamaya Kosh, the world of ideas, Vijnanamaya Kosh, which is of the consistency of light and wisdom, and then the Anandamaya Kosh, which is the consistency of matter, the consistency of air, the consistency of thought, the consistency of one-pointed light or wisdom, and the consistency of the bliss of infinite consciousness form the inner residence. Antakaran, Antastha. Sandhi is Sarvada, eternally, always, Sarvada. Sandhi, it has its being, always. In these Panchakosh, the five consistencies, the levels, the layers of existence. What you can touch, what you can smell, what you can think, what you can, the light of wisdom, when take all the perceptions of the outside world and bring them in through your breath. And the breath is the avenue to bring in the outside world into the inner world and put them in the world of ideas. And all you see is your concepts. And that is the only reality, is cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. That is, only your thoughts have reality. Take all those thoughts and merge them into the light of wisdom in the Agnya Chakra, and only light and wisdom are the perception of our being. And take all of that light and all of that wisdom and raise it into your sahasrara. And that is the repository of Sat Chid Ananda. Truth, consciousness, and bliss, or the consciousness of existence is bliss. And take all of that bliss and take it from your sahasrara and put it into the Agnya Chakra. And your Agnya Chakra is filled with the light of wisdom, exuding bliss. And take all of that light and all of that bliss and all of that wisdom and knowledge and bring it into the Manamaya Kosh. And that is the consistency of thought. All you can think about is bliss of wisdom and light. Every one of our thoughts is bathed in light. And take all of that light and all of that love and all of that energy and put it into your ideas. And take all those ideas and put them into your prana. And exhale from the pranamaya kosh into the annamaya kosh. And open your indriyas and you see a new world. And it's the world reflecting the light, reflecting the love. It's the manifestation of Sat Chit Ananda in the gross body, and that is the gift of the mother. The tantric philosophy is the relationship between the many and the one, and the one and the many. And here we have Sat Chit Ananda in the many. It is the reflection of her grace. Upadi vilaye jate, Keval Atma visisyate, and only the soul remains. Dehatraye, the three forms of the body, the gross body, Sthula Sharir, the subtle body, Shukshma Sharir, the causal body, Karan Sharir, Dehatraye Panchakosha, and they give birth to these Panchkoshas, the five sheets, 5 coverings, 5 envelopes, a lifaf. It's like an envelope. It holds, it's a container. And they're all inside us. Antastha, and this is the inner residence. Santi, it is Sarvada, all the time, always, and forever.
बोले सच्चित आनंद
जी हाँ।
We can tell सच्चित एकम ब्रह्म.
We can Sat Chit Ekam Brahma.
Yes.
Sata is true existence. Chit is infinite consciousness. Ekam, one. Brahma, supreme divinity. Sat Chit Ekam Brahma. Om Sat Chit Ekam Brahma. Om Sat Chit Ekam Brahma. Boliye. Om Sat Chit Ekam Brahma. Om Sat Chit Ekam Brahma. Om Sat Chit Ekam Brahma.
Thank you.
Thank you. Beautiful mantra to remember. When you're not when you forget your Shiva, then you can say Om Sat Chit Ekam Brahma. And there is only one supreme divinity made manifest in this existence, and it is all-pervading, all-knowing, and it is full of consciousness and is reflected in every atom, from Brahma to a blade of grass. Om Sat Chit Ekam Brahma. Verse number 31, Panchakosha Parityage. Brahma Puchang Hilabhyate. When one abandons or moves beyond or tyag renounces, when one moves beyond, that's better. When one moves beyond these Panchkosh, Brahma Puchang Hilabhyate. Brahma Puch. The ultimate end of divinity is attained. Brahmapuch. It's like the ultimate of divinity. It's not a loca, it's not a place, it's not a body, it's not a deo. It's not a city. It's it is the ultimate of divinity, is it? Naiti, naiti, itiadi, this is my form. And has been described in various ways as not this and not that, meaning it's not limited to any form. My form is the form of the infinite, and it is not itty and not itty. It's nitty nitty. It's niety. It's niety. It's nitty nitty. Itiadi, etc. Bakier. It is called, described, Bakier, in various ways. This is my form. Najayate mriyate tat kadachin. Nayamutwana buva kischit. Ajo nitya sasvato yam purano. Nahanyate anyamane sarire. This is a verse very similar to the verse in the Bhagavad Gita. It is not born, nor does it die. Najayate, mriyate. It doesn't take birth and it doesn't die. Kadachin, it never at any time did it not exist. Ayam butwa, nababuba kasyed. Nor can anything exist without it. It is unborn ajo. It is nitya. It is eternal. Shashwat. It is everlasting. Oya Purano. It is ancient. It's really old. It gets old fast. And it is not slain when the body is thought to be slain. It is not slain. Anyamane, when you think that the body is gone, it's not gone. It is nayati, nayati. Niti, niti. Ankanchan mayate huntam. Hastachin manyate atam. Uboto nabijanato. Nayanganti nakanyate. If one thinks it is slain or thinks it is the slayer, huntam, chain mayate, huntam, hataste manyate hatam. Both of them do not know. Uboto najanato nito. They don't know. They najanatito. Naayang hanti nakanyate. For it does not kill, nor can it be killed. It's beyond action. It is the one. It is omnipresent, omniscient. It is not slain, it's not born, it doesn't kill, and it can't be killed. Ano raniyan makato magiyan at masya jato nikito guhayam tamagratu basyati bita shoko datu prasadan magimana masya. It is subtler than the subtlest. And it is greater than the greatest. As a baby within the womb, seeing the activities born of darkness and remaining free from all sorrow, these are the blessings of its greatness. It sees all the foolish conduct of all the beings on the earth. Oh, they are acting with ego and attachment. And even seeing the darkness and seeing the activities in the darkness, it remains free from sorrow. She never gets angry. She never gets sad. These are the blessings of its greatness. She just maintains samyavastha. The avastha, she's situated in equilibrium. Wow. Thank you, Mother. Samyavasha, equilibrium, the perfection of equilibrium. And that's the blessing of its greatness. Atmanang ratinang didi, sharirang ratami batu, budding tu sarating didi, manahagraha baibacha. The soul is known as the master of the chariot. Ratinang, Atmanang, Didi. It is known as the chariot is the Rat, and the Atman is the soul. Shariram Ratam Evatu. And the body is the chariot. Shariram Ratam Evatu is makes the chariot. The intellect is known as the driver of the chariot, the charioteer, Rati, Sarthi. It is known as Manakha. And the mind is the reins. Indriyani ayanaku. Shayang Tesu Gocharan Atmendriya Manoyuktam. The organs of knowledge and action are the horses, Indriyani, all the Indriyas, all your organs of knowledge and action, Haya, are the horses, and all the perceivable objects, Haya, Vishayam, all the all the perceivable objects become concerns for attention. Gotsaram become Shayangste by you which we pay attention. Vishayang, we pay attention. These are the contemplations of our mind. Atmindriya manoyuktam, when the soul is united with the organs of knowledge, Atmindriya manoyuktam, when the mind and the soul and action and the mind, action and mind and the organs of knowledge are united with the soul, then that supreme divinity, Mukte Yahum, it becomes the enjoyer of all experience. Muktu, it enjoys all the experience. Yahur Manisham. Yes, when Vidwan Bhavati Chaman Manasyascha Sadatsuti Natatpadama Vatnoti Sansarang Chadikachate. Whoever is ignorant, unmindful, and always impure. Sada Asuchi. Sada Asuchi, who is always impure. Has no control over his mind, unmindful. Cha amanas cha. He's got no control over his mind. It goes wherever it goes. And he runs behind it. Dope. And he's ignorant. Avidwan. Yes, twa avidyan. He's ignorant, a dopey, dummy. Bhavati, he is. And he's unmindful. And Sada Osuchi, he's always impure. He not tapadamabhaproti sangsarang Adi gachate. Such people, he has no capacity to attain this wisdom. Such people remain in bondage to objects and relationships in the world. Samsara, the Sara of some, of all, the ocean of all. Objects, all relationships, samsara. He is Chabi gachati. He's in bondage. He remains tadpadamapoti. Such people remain in bondage to the objects and relationships of the world. Shucks. We can hope. We can pray. We can pause here for this evening and we can continue in our next session, and we'll see what is the upai, what is the way to attain. If you're always unmindful, if you're always ignorant, if you're always impure, you have no capacity to attain this wisdom, then you remain in sansar, bondage to the sansar, to the ocean of all objects and relationships, the ocean of all, until she comes and taps you on the head. And then a bit of a grace. Om Saraswati Namaha. Namaste. And here we'll pause for this session and we'll continue in our next session. Let's see. Oh, namaste, everybody. Namaste, Kripananda and Krishna. And namaste, Lucy.
Krishna.
Namaste,
And
Swamiji, Srima.
Monica and Gary and all.
Namaste, Swamiji. Namaste, Ma.
Oh, namaste. Hello to you all. Please take our love and take our blessings. We're going to get ready for Arati now, and we hope that you do the same in your temples. Mother, would you give a special blessing to all?
I'm blessing I love you all.
Well, that's a pretty good blessing. I've been waiting for that one for 55 years now. Still waiting. You
Hi.
got it right away, so I think you're doing something.
Namaste.
Namaste, Ram.
Namaste.
Yeah. Is that in your face?
Yeah, a lot of animals.
Tell us. Okay. Namaste.